So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh, tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Oakland Raiders. To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Oakland. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, now he pulls him over. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Peterman on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Peterman. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Peterman. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. He'll return it from the 6. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. 319. 319.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
On play action, they'll throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And they'll run it here. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll look to throw here. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
3-19! Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. Out to his left. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. DJ Chark, 35 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Peterman again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Newton. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Let's go!
Peterman now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Peterman to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Newton, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Peterman. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a handoff looking right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll throw on first down with Peterman. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3rd and 2. Now Peterman. The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. And this one through the uprights and good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Shark's got it, left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hurry up, here we go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gone, 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 gone. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Second down, Peterman. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now Peterman. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And they'll go on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now Peterman on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
on second down. Here's Peterman. Throw left side complete. That's Newton. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin. Too.
They run a draw here on second down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, switch.
On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. From midfield now, here's Peterman. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A good pickup there, a 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now they try the right side here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 14. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And they'll go on the ground. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Play fake. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Oakland. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will take over at their own 20-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now, Peterman. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56. Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And out of bounds right around the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, it's Peterman. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 47 yards. From the red zone now, here's Peterman on 1st down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. To throw is Peterman. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Ravens on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Detroit! Detroit!
Out of the gun, Peterman. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Gun! Gun! Gun!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. T.J. Watt in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Yeah, they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 32 that time. Throwing now, Peterman on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Buying time to his left. Now a desperation throw deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had to fly over the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Raiders, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on